All right, hey, we are live. Hello, ladies, gents, boys, and girls, and people across the world. My name is Corey Garrison. I'm your host for this evening. You like the way that sounds, because I did. But I am joined by three wonderful ladies, and soon to be joined by two other fan-freaking-tastic people. I, I have Ashley Glenn, Jasmine Bledsoe, and Miss Quanisha Hughes that are here today. And we want to talk a little bit about our experience with conference. We all are just getting back. Oh, Chris is ready. I'll give him a call. We all are getting back from conference, LimeLite 2015, which was a super amazing freaking thing. It was epic, dude. It was awesome. You know what I mean? I can't describe it any other way besides just absolutely awesome, and I tend to choose my words very carefully, but it was like the greatest freaking thing since sliced bread. So hang tight 1 minute. Let me figure out how to dial Chris in here, and we will get that going. Excuse me 1 moment, guys. Hey, Shay.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, girl. All right, we're waiting for one more person. I think I just sent the invite to Chris, so hopefully we can get him on. All right, so while we are doing that, let's go ahead and get it kicked off. So, ladies and gents and boys and girls across the world, I got 4 questions for you guys, right? And this is going to be a doozy. So, I'm going to pose this question to you guys. Feel free to kind of, answer it. It doesn't have to be one specific person, but, just kind of give me what's from the heart. So, first question. What made you decide you had to come to LimeLite? And how are you feeling? What was the driving force that made you come? So whoever wants to be first up, go ahead and knock it out the park. And I definitely want to share my thoughts and my feelings to these questions as well.
Well, I guess I'll go. So, I went to a conference with you guys 2014. I had to remember it was 2014.
It feels so weird saying that, right?
I know.
Was that 2013? Or...
And just the experience that we got, the bond that we were able to make there as a team, when it was the 6 of us, I just knew that with me getting my team there, I wanted to meet them for one, because I talk to them all the time. But I knew that me being there and me getting them there as well, it was going to change their business as well as changing mine. And of course, I feel amazing, because even though we've only been at one conference, this to me was the best one.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they're gonna bring for next year, but this to me was the best one, and I just feel great because I got to meet some amazing people, networking with people on different teams, and it was just really, really fun to see my team actually in person and to build a bond with them that will never be broken.
You know what's crazy? I remember, last year when it was just all of us in a little, loft room or whatever you want to call it. You hadn't, I don't even think you had moved down to Tampa yet.
Nope.
But it was crazy, you think you've seen this movie before. When I say this movie, I mean this event. And then Mark, Pam, and Mike are just able to just kind of bring out the crazy twist, and just kind of show you something that you didn't know before. I'm hearing 15,000 people scream at the end of, what was it, maybe day 2, when they announced the energy drink. And then I watched how the excitement built when we went to the party, and then I watched the excitement with the 3rd day and even the 1st day on the kickoff. So it's I never know what's going to happen, and I've been through it a couple times before with different events, but they never fail to bring it. And it's funny because that was a hashtag for this.
Right.
Bring it, So let's hear from some of the newbies. Shay, not Q, Kai, Ashley, run me through kind of, what was the reason that you decided to come to LimeLite?
Okay, so...
Bang, bang.
Oh, wait, what do we do? What do we press?
No, I got you. No, go ahead and talk. They can hear you.
Oh, okay. So first of all, when it's your business, that's one of the main things when you treat it as a business and you do this every day, and you got an opportunity to go to a conference and be around like-minded people, it's like one in a lifetime thing. Furthermore, when your direct mentors and people who are retiring in their early 20s are telling you to be somewhere and they have been there and they tell you literally that this will double your income when you return, you do what you got to do to get there. And you are literally being able to talk to the CEO of $1 billion brand that has only been around since 2001. Like, that's crazy. So you just got to get there, period.
I totally agree with you. Kai, what you got for me, honey?
I came because I was hearing everyone saying Limelight will change your life, and it definitely changed my life. Teresa said that she went and it tripled her income, and like, who wouldn't want to triple their income? Being there was a difference than seeing somebody else saying this is what happened. You don't get the same feeling as being there and seeing somebody else share their experience on social network.
Awesome, awesome. Now we did something throughout the couple days that we were there, but I definitely remember us doing it at Fridays, and that kind of leads me to my second question. My second question is, what was your aha moment? Like, I want everyone to give me like an aha moment, and then also tell me, what moved you? Like, what was your aha moment and what moved you? So we'll start with you, Shay. What was your aha moment and what moved you?
Okay, well, I'll answer question 1, 2, now that I'm on the spotlight. I knew I had to come to Limelight because I watched the video of Myra, Jasmine, and Tracy from conference last year, and I just saw their excitement, and I was like, I wonder what got them so excited. Like, I don't know, because I didn't really understand what they were talking about because I still hadn't joined the business at that point. But just seeing their excitement on that video, I knew I had to be there just so that I could feel the same way, and it exceeded my expectations, and I'm so glad I was there.
Awesome.
My aha moment was I had a lot of them, but the one that sticks out to me the most, and it's kind of cliche, but just hearing 15,000 people scream, "We are It Works," it really just clicked to me. I am a woman who owns my own business. It Works is more than just something that I found on social media. It's real, and there are 15,000 other people who feel the exact same way because they made it their point to make it through hell and high water to be there. So We Are It Works was my aha moment. I am It Works, and it is my responsibility to share that with everybody.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. JB, what about you?
I would say that definitely my aha moment was, again, seeing that my team trusted me. With, even though they struggled to get there, they trusted me enough to know that they had to be at this event, know that it tripled my income, and know that it's going to happen for them. And like Shay said, just hearing 15,000 people after they announced that energy drink and hearing them chant, "We Are It Works," and just to feel that energy and to hear those different stories of how these people have gone through craziness. The mom with the child that passed away at 17 months, a twin boy, that she went into the crib and the other one did not wake up, and she still made it to a conference. She didn't make any excuse whatsoever, and it just really stuck out to me that, if you want something, you're gonna go after and get it and not make any excuses. And that's why I'm like, team, no excuses, even for my team. Like, if someone gives me an excuse, it's like, no, you can't tell me anything, because there's people that are top earners that, I forgot who it was that had the baby and she woke up and the baby was just bleeding or something like that. It's just, you don't have any room worth of any excuses at all. You just have to do what you got to do. If you're not willing to walk through the wilderness, you're not ready to walk across that stage as a top earner, nor are you ready for success. So that was definitely an aha moment for me.
Gotcha. Kai, what about you? What was your aha moment? I mean, you shared something. You shared a lot of like really personal things with us. Excuse me. While we were at Fridays, but why don't you share with us? What was your aha moment? What was it that what stood out to you the most?
Well, Jasmine took my first aha moment about the 17-month-old baby, the lady who lost her baby and still went to Limelight the next week.
In
My
Miami.
other aha moment was the couple, I can't remember their names, but the couple
You said
who
she did, but
told
I
me
don't
to
want
put
that
back
big time
the
frame.
$20,000 and let them draw somebody else's name, and they gave me
Man,
the
this
$20,000.
got any kind of way.
Goes to show that if you do good, then good happens to you.
Absolutely.
I realized how I had something in common with pretty much everybody else that came on stage. So it showed me that if they can do it, then I can do it too. Like Major has stage fright, and I'm shy as well. So
Awesome. Awesome. That's important. I mean, I'll share mine. Chris, we got you in here too, buddy. We're going over what our aha moments were for conference. So I'm going to
Okay.
get mine, and then I'm going to come to you. My aha moment, I had two of them. The first one that I had was that every year it's like you get to start a brand new business, right? Like last year we got hair, skin and nails and green stew, right? The year prior to that was my first year with It Works, so the rap is brand new to me. Um, the rap is still selling for me now, 2 years in, and it ain't stopping. The hair, skin and nail, which was announced last year at conference, revolutionized my business. And what's supposed to be called the slow season, I had none because we would sell so much hair, skin, and nail that it would constantly go in back order. The same with the green shoes, so that really helped to diversify the products that we were able to offer. Now with the announcement of the energy drink, I'm just thinking about creative ideas on how I can market that because it just continues to open up who the target market is, who the new demographics are. It's not just about maybe ladies who had babies or maybe people who lost weight and want to tighten their skin back up. It's not just about people who want to take some hair vitamins to grow their hair, or they want to try the greens in a different form. The market that we're able to advertise to is just growing, and when that grows, that means our checks grow, and our checks grow, it means we get big old Kool-Aid smiles, and we get to bring the down. So that was one of my aha moments. I think I'm gonna start using this bell some more too. I like it.
Oh my god.
The other thing that was the aha moment for me, and it never ceases to fail me. You know, we're all in different parts. Like Ashley, you're here in Maryland. Chris, you're here in Maryland with us. Kai, you're in Louisiana. Shay, you are 30,000 feet above us somewhere. Jasmine, you're down in Tampa. But to get all of us together, and when you're able to see people as not just a profile picture on Facebook or Instagram and see them in person, that feels really great because it creates a strong sense of team. And the other crazy thing is when you see like hordes of people, wearing the same colors and the same shirts, and
Yeah.
like there's 15,000 people there. Like you're not alone. Like you didn't just have this crazy idea to start a business. You didn't just have this crazy idea to join this company. There are so many other people from all walks of life. Men, women, old, young. There's everyone that's there. And they all share that same vision. They all felt that they had to be here at this event. And for me personally, that feels really good because you're able to see, hey, this is what the company really is. It's not just what's here in my zip code or here in my home.
Yeah.
Like there are people there that don't speak a lick of English that have like these headphone devices on.
From 2012.
I mean, they're doing LimeLite in France, so it's just amazing the world that believes in the same thing.
Wow.
That's an awesome thing.
Damn text.
So we're gonna turn it over to you, Mr.
I
Parham.
think we can text.
What was your aha moment for conference?
Actually, and like you, I didn't have like there was so many different aha moments for me. From the sacrifices people made all the way to the leap of faith people made.
I can't be no
Two
alcoholic. Fuck
main
that.
things that really stuck out to me.
Hold on 1 second, Chris. We're getting some feedback. I don't know if maybe somebody's got somebody talking in the background or not, but just kind of heads up, we're getting some of that conversation in there. So, my fault, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying the two main aha moments for me that stuck out was the first one was like you said, it was 15,000 people all together for this business. 15,000 crazy people at that thought this business, could be the vehicle to their dreams, whether it's to retire from a home, retire a spouse, pay off debt, build houses. That was one. And
I might have lost you a little bit, man. We're losing the audio on you, Chris.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we lost the audio on you for a couple of seconds.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us, buddy?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good.
So my second thing that really stuck out was when John Eric got on stage, and he said his quote, excuse me, that you stopped being a slave to Pharaoh. You weren't created to make bricks for another man. Like, that just was like, wow. When he said it, that's all I said was like, wow, that's real. And that's one of the things I struggle with right now. Like, yo, I really want to come home. I don't want to make bricks for another man. Me personally, I really want to come home, and I know this business is it. I know this business can get me to that place where I can do that. So that was my two main ones, my two aha moments for me.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome, man. Those are all like fantastic, answers. I really appreciate that. So, moving along, what did you have to sacrifice to be there? What did you have to sacrifice to make sure that you were at that event? So we'll kick it off with we'll kick this one off with Shay. So Shay, honey, what did you have to sacrifice to get there?
I had to sacrifice a lot of things, but most importantly, I had to sacrifice my pride because I had to take a bus to conference, and I don't ride buses.
Okay.
I ride planes. So nothing was going to stop me from going. Therefore, I took the bus. But no, I really just had to sacrifice the fact that I was going to delegate the money that I didn't have to make it, and it didn't matter what it was going to cost me because I knew I had to be there. There was something waiting for me, and I did in fact find it, and it didn't matter what conference costs now because I know based off the experience I just had, I would have paid anything.
Awesome. So it was invaluable to you. You had to.
Yes.
That's awesome. JB, honey, what about you?
I can't answer that question because I didn't have to sacrifice anything.
Okay.
To be honest, I already knew that I needed to be there from going to the very first event. I'm good with getting fast start bonuses. So, I mean, the money was never an issue. Everything was set in place, everything was well planned out. So, I didn't have any sacrifices.
Awesome. So it sounds to me like uh, the positive effects of the conference from last year pay dividends for conference for this year. Because if you think about it, last year, we all stayed in one room, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love having all of you in the same room, but it was out of necessity. Like we got a truck to make sure we could transport, people back and forth, and it was out of necessity. Like,
Right.
you remember when we were, you remember when we had to go to Walmart and we were like loading up on like all the food? Like, it was necessary. Like, we couldn't afford to eat out. We had like all the. It's so funny because it was six. No, what was it? 4 or 5 in the room. I forget how many it was. But we all eat different things, you know what I mean? So there's like frozen pizzas, and then like bananas, and then like yogurt, and But that's what we had to sacrifice to make sure that we were able to be down there and to function. So
Right.
let me kick it over to you, Kai. Tell me, what did you have to sacrifice to make it to Limelight?
Well, I really couldn't afford to be there, but then I couldn't afford not to be there.
Can
So
you speak up a
I
little
went
bit?
you can't hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Okay. So I had to sell some of my clothes and shoes to be able to afford my plane ticket to get to Limelight, but I'm perfectly fine with it, and it was well worth it. So even though it's going to triple my income, I'll be able to get triple the amount of clothes that I sold and triple the amount of
Same thing
shoes.
you get.
So
Love you.
that's it.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so
Go
I
on.
it was a huge sacrifice. Well, I wouldn't even know if it was a sacrifice. I'm going to call it an investment.
Okay.
But in July, when I quit my job, I quit a little. It was a little bit untraditional because I quit technically before I had the means to quit. But
Mm-hmm.
my faith in this business and myself was so large that I knew that that was what I needed. I needed to be out of my comfort zone to work harder. So after July, my finances have been constantly just, total, just still reaching for that stability level. But when I got a check in September, I was like, this I have to use half of this to pay my car payment. But I was like, I'm just gonna use it all to buy my ticket right now. And in my mind, I was like, well, this would just mean that I gotta work harder because in our business we have the opportunity to create a new amount of money each day. So I literally just paid the 279, not knowing how I would get there, where I would stay, not having the money anywhere. Just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna pray on it because I need to be here. So I
Mm-hmm.
took the money from my car payment money, and I actually got like 3 fast start bonuses after that, which was able to let me do what I had to do. But if I just knew it would make me work harder.
Awesome. 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 All right. Chris, tell me, brother, what did you guys have to sacrifice to get there? Because you guys had a journey.
Man, what didn't we have to sacrifice? Man, the whole trip actually was a sacrifice. We weren't at first we weren't gonna go, but then I was like, you know what, we gotta go. Like I said, because it's what we needed. So I took some of the money for our rent and paid for our tickets. So
Mm-hmm.
that was one sacrifice. On the way down to Jacksonville, well, I didn't way down to Orlando. When we got to Jacksonville, we drove. First of all, we drove all the way to Orlando. We got to Jacksonville to stop and get gas, and the AC compressor locked up on the van, so the van wouldn't start. So we like, are you serious? Like we drove all the way down here, and now the van act up. So the money, the little money that we had that we were going to go ration for food, we had to use that to get the van back running.
Mm-hmm.
So we sacrificed that. We didn't have any place to really stay while we were down there, so it was like, yo, I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, if push come to shove, we can just stay in the PWT van and let the heat run, and we'll be there. And that's what we did. But it was all everything that we had, no matter what it was, no matter what came up. We said, don't matter, yo. We going, we need to go, we want to go, and we sacrificed everything, even the gas to get down there. So we didn't have the money for it. So we did the old faithful trick where you put a couple dollars in your account, go to the gas pump, use credit, and they take $1 out. You good to go for about 2-3 days. We did that all the way down. We did that all the way back because we didn't have the money to put gas in, but we knew we had to make it. We knew it was something we was going to get out of it. It is. So, like I said, the whole trip, the whole adventure was a sacrifice, but we loved every minute of it.
Awesome. 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 So, next question to you guys would be, and this is pretty awesome because a lot of you were here, and in large part because of the video that Jasmine and Mara put together. So now it's kind of your chance to pay it forward, so to speak, for next year. But tell me, why do people have to get the conference? Like what is it? Why do you have to get there? Why do you have to be there?
You don't know what it's like until you're in a space with like-minded people. It's one thing to be amongst other people every day who don't really see your vision or who don't really understand why you're doing what you're doing. But it's another thing to be amongst 15,000 people who are all full of positivity, all are praying in one small space, and all who share basically the same vision. Like, it's no way that you can bottle that up. It's no way you can explain it. It's no way that you can transfer that energy without being there.
Awesome. Awesome. Who's next up? We won't go in any specific order, but just tell me.
I'll go.
Let's hear it.
Okay. You have to go. You have to go. there's really no other way to say it. You have to go. If
Mhm.
you're like me, you weren't bleeding green, black, and bling before the conference. You kind of got the gist of the company, but not really. But if you're putting in all this work and you want all these bonuses and all the amazing things that this company offers, you want to get a feel for what it is and who it is that they are. You can read about them online. You can watch a YouTube video. You can read an article. You can join the corporate call, but nothing is going to take or replace being there, seeing them, feeling their energy, hearing their voice, seeing their passion. It's
Mhm.
something that you have to experience in person, and whatever it means to get there, you have to do it. It's just that simple.
Gotcha. What about you, Kyle?
Um, you have to get there because it's not the same. Like what we experienced, those who were not there didn't experience. You didn't get to hear the different stories. You didn't get to feel the energy. I can share 1,000 pictures and videos with you, and I'm just sharing a glimpse of it, but you won't feel what I feel.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. All right, Mr. Pahan. Tell
Yeah.
me, brother.
Really, like everybody else said, you have to be there.
Thank you.
You have to. Like, it's a crazy experience. Like I said, 15,000 people in one room that all want and feel and bleed the same thing. It's amazing. Like, I'm not a big concert fan, but I guess it would be the same as if you were a Beyonce fan, you went to a Beyonce concert, like you go crazy. Like, you know, I'm a guy, and I found myself screaming at certain things. They brought the energy drink out, and I was like, yeah, yeah. Like, my voice went to an octave that I didn't even know I could get. But you get that win, like I got that win because I felt like I was in a rut. I felt like I was stuck. But to see all that, to you know, hear Mark on stage and see the people coming across and all the excitement, it just like, yeah, like this is it. Like it kind of confirms, like this is it. This
Mm-hmm.
is what I want. It works. Like yo,
Mm-hmm.
let's do this. Let's bring it because you got it. Like it's 15,000 people. Like that's crazy, really. And it wasn't even a riot, so it was a good 15,000 people. You know what I mean? So you whatever you gotta do, whatever it takes. I know you might not, be able to see the forest for the trees when the next conference come up or next year, but do what you gotta do. It's not going to be easy. It might not be a walk in the park, but trust me, it's worth it. We had all hell breakthrough to get here. Our laptop went up when we tried to stream the kickoff. iPad went up when we got back home. Phones was messing up, but it's all worth it in the long run because we know whatever it is we're supposed to get out of it, it's our year, it's our time, and the enemy just trying to stop us. So we glad that we made it, man. You got no excuses. You got to bring it. You got to be there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. JB, what about you, girl?
I will definitely say that the experience is priceless. Like everyone said, we can't tell you. You have to just be there. You have to just feel it. And even though I've gone to a conference before, you're still going to get that energy. Even if you are a runner and you're very successful in your business right now, you're still going to get this different type of energy from that conference because you're going to be around like minds. You're going to be around that 15,000 people who are screaming, chanting, who are ready to run to get to the top, who are ready to be top earners, who are ready to be in VIP. So, I mean, you just, like everyone said, you just have to be there. It's going to change your life. It's changed my life, even though I feel like I do good, but I always know there's always room for improvement. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's just a life-changing experience. I've said it before and I'm drilling it to you guys again. You just have to get there. It's going to change the way you view it works. It's going to change the way you view your business. It's going to change the way you view your team because for me just to see that impact that it had on my girls and to see how excited they got about the bonus, and even for myself on the very last day, like I almost passed out, not just because of me, but because not only do I get access to these bonuses and they're doubled, but my girls get these same bonuses that I earn, but it's doubled as well.
Mm-hmm.
So to see their faces light up, to see that they're excited, they're filled with so much joy and crying, that experience for me was priceless. And it just made me realize that I had to push even harder, because I know that there's more women, more young men, more men, period, that need to experience what I experienced.
Awesome.
So get there.
Awesome. And as far as for me, I think that you got, actually not think, I know, you got to get there because we all need different things, right? So there's someone who got, you know, the reason that they came, the thing that they were on a quest to find, they got it in the first day. There's some people who got it in the last day. There's some who got it the whole 3 days that they were there. You just have to go through it. You know, sometimes the message that you take home, the thing that sparks the fire that burns ferociously inside of you, is not what you're looking for. You know, sometimes you may think, hey, I'm going for this, and then you see that, and you're like, I needed that the whole time, and I didn't know. You know, and you wouldn't know unless you were there. You know, so I think that's one of the main things. And the other thing, from just me speaking personally, I'm visual. You know, like I need to see things. You know, and it's one thing to listen and hear someone say it, but when I can look people in their eyes and I see that, you know, their hearts are genuine, their intentions are true, you know, and I see that, you know, we all want the same things, it kind of gives you another sense of purpose, you know, another sense of empowerment, because you know that it's not just you. You know, it's not just, you know, you and whoever you recruited. It's all of us. You know, we're all on one team. You know, I remember we were at Dash, and Mark was saying, you know, basically, I'm going to kind of sum it up, but, you know, you got this team and that downline and this downline, and, you know, you may talk to each other if you're sidelines or whatever, and you may think that, you know, you have a great team, or your team is good, but, you know, you're all on his team. You know, you're all a part of the winning team. You know, and that's good for me because it kind of drives the message home, you know, one team, one mission. That's something that we preach and we talk about, but it's true. You know, we're all a part of his team. And like you said at conference, guys, this is the championship year. You know, this is championship time, you know, and, you know, I'm a part of that team. You guys are all a part of that team as well. You know, so that's something that, you know, that I needed. That's something that, you know, is the reason why you got to get there. You know, you just have to experience. It's just one of those things you got to experience it. You know, like if you got a friend that's like, look, the crab cakes at this restaurant are so good, you just got to taste it. I can tell you about these crab cakes. You know, I can give you the recipe. But until you go and get one of these bad boys, you'll never know. You know, so that's kind of my message with it. You got to get there. So bringing us on home and wrapping us on up, excuse me, what tip or training tool did you learn that you think everyone should know? You know, so what tip or tool did you learn that you feel like everyone should know? And again, you know, just throw it out there, no particular order. You know, maybe give yourselves a moment to kind of brew on the idea a little bit. But you know, what training tool or tip that you learned you think everyone should know?
I got a tip.
Okay, give it to me.
Don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up, and let that sink in, because to see so many people walk across top 100, to hear those stories, to hear them not give excuses, to see that they did, everyone wants to be top earner. I want to just say this. Everyone wants to be a top earner, but they're not willing to do the work. Mm-hmm. And that's what separates them from us. So what I just want you guys to know is do not give up. It's going to happen. You just have to push through it. You have to push through the hard times. You have to push through the good times. You got to just keep going. Keep going no matter how long it takes. Your journey is your journey. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Awesome. That's a great point, Dre. I mean, you know, there's something that I'm the king for, like, butchering up quotes, but, you know, it's something along the lines like, you know, if you don't quit, you'll never lose, or something to that effect. I know I'm kind of chopping it up, but, you know, guys, gals, and the masses that are listening, you know, you get what I'm saying. You know, it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It just really matters how many times you get back up. You know, so just never give up. Never give up and always keep pushing it, and you'll find your success, man. You'll find it. So tell me, someone else, what tools or training tips did you get?
Well, one thing that I got to piggyback off what Jasmine said, is be committed. Like this, folk, like get with it. Like if this is what you want to do, you see that it can do all the dreams that you dream of. Get committed. Don't give up. Get focused. Let's go. Put in work. Bring it once again. That's what it takes. Whether it's and a commitment is whether it's being disciplined in doing some things or sacrificing some things, but be committed to say no matter what, I'm going to do what I need to do. No matter what progress it makes, it's still progress, no matter how big or how small. But eventually, you'll make it. You'll be top 100. You'll walk across the stage with the Garrisons. We'll all be in the VIP. But just be committed to the business. Be committed to what it takes to get there.
Yeah. Who's got the next tip? Shay, Kai, Ashley?
It's not a really, I guess it's a tip. It was from one of the segments about how to party. And they said, you are not wrong for assuming the sale. You are not wrong for taking control and having that confidence, because you're here to help people and people need help. So they're at your party. They're there for a reason, and when that time comes, when they have only two options to make, distributor or loyal customer, you're not wrong for, making that assumption. You don't have to feel like, you're out of place or you're being too strong or overt or anything like that. So that spoke to me.
Awesome. What about you, Kai?
Just keep it simple, and it's very easy. Blitz, wrap, repeat. We have double bonuses to get, so that means whatever you were doing before, do it double that. If you plan on blitzing 2 people a day, blitz 4 people. Plan on doing 4 parties, do 8 parties a week. Just that.
Okay, that's great. I don't know if maybe we lost Ashley, so I'll give mine. The tip that I got is that anyone can do this. And what I mean by that is none of us here are superheroes. Like, we're not going to get cast in the next Marvel movie. We, can't pick cars up or teleport or anything crazy like that. But what we can do is we can dream. And we can take it a step further beyond dreaming, is that we can take action. We can get our hands dirty. We can do this. And it's like something that Cammy says, and it's like you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So if you want to be the world's best mom, you can do that. But you can't be the world's best mom and in the top 5. Because you're gonna have to sacrifice some time with your kids. If you want to make diamond or double, triple, presidential ambassador, you can do that. But you can't watch, every episode of whatever TV show is on right now. You can't do that. You're gonna have to sacrifice, and that's easy. It can be easy, but if you really want it, it will be easy for you, because that, hey, if I just eliminate this object or distraction, or if I say, what, mommy or daddy or whoever, we need, this amount of time so I can focus on this. If I can get this push going, if I can accomplish what I'm dreaming about in my mind, then I know that our lives will change forevermore. So it's nothing that you're losing, it's something that you're investing. And to kind of bring it home with the point I said earlier is, all you have to do is work. Like they literally tell you, this is how you make $100, this is how you make 1,000, this is how you make 10,000, this is how you make 100,000, this is how you make $1 million. The information is there, guys. It's all there. They can't it. Blitz, rat, repeat. We can't. We are. We can't. You can do everything. You can do anything you can't do. Information is there. There's secret sauce. There's no, this person is this and that's why they have that. No, they worked for it. So if you want that, then work for that. And that's a tip. That's what I get out of conference. There's people from, every state. There's people there from multiple countries. There's people at conference, where it's Wednesday here in Florida and it's Thursday where they're from. Those are time travelers, and all you gotta do is just work and you can be as successful as they are. So, that's kind of my tip for it. So we had a blast. Jasmine and I and Myra and Janae and Patrice, we know what the next 365 days are going to be like because we're the pioneers or the guinea pigs that, first went over the hill or first crossed the river, to see what that's all about. And, we are absolutely brewing with excitement because we know what that's going to be like for those that are there. I mean, heck, we don't even have to wait very long to see, people start to implement. I mean, we got people at conference signing up to people, the staff that work there. We got, people in the hotel lobbies and elevators getting wrapped. We got it's all over. Like that energy is already teeming coming out. And it's going to continue to fester and multiply. It's going to be like a fire. You're just going to just dump gas on it. And watch it just blow, and that's freaking exciting. Shaking the table here. Oh, she's shaking the table.
Ring that bell.
But we know what that's going to be about. So I appreciate my distinguished panel here. I definitely appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Mr. Paul Ham. Go ahead and give me one of those. We appreciate our distinguished panel. Jasmine with the stars in the background because she is a superstar. Mr. Paul Ham, she's so swaggy. Miss Shay because she is so awesome. Miss Ashley because, you can say nothing wrong about Ashley. And Miss Pat, who I think hopped off, but she probably hopped off to take a customer because that's just how she rolls. So, without further ado, guys, I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys spending some time with us and talking about what your experience was. And I thank you all for coming down, and I thank you all for, taking part in this experience with us because it's something that's near and dear to me, and I know it's near and dear to you all. So I just appreciate it, guys. So we'll sign out, and we'll get back to getting on the Brussels, the grind, and the hustle, and then we're gonna get it done. So take care, guys. Love you all, and we'll be talking soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.